Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Carvel Community Meeting. Today's date is November 4th, 2021. If you're watching this from home, we would love for you to come and join us live. We meet every Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's a great opportunity for you to come meet some of the maintainers, listen in on what we're working on for the week or for the upcoming months, and provide any feedback that you have towards the team, as well as bring up anything you need help with regarding any of the tools, or you're welcome just to listen in and not actively engage. We would love for you to come and join us. If you do have anything you wish to discuss with the team, just simply add that to the discussion topics down at the bottom of the agenda, and we'll get to that towards the end of the meeting. If you're unable to join any of our meetings, you can still reach out to us on the Kubernetes Slack channel within the Carvel Slack channel. And if you aren't able to, or if you don't have access to the Kubernetes Slack workspace just yet, you can request an invitation and gain access. Otherwise, you can find us on Twitter at Carvel_dev. At any point that you're interacting with anyone from the community or with the maintainers, we ask that you read and abide by our code of conduct. If you are using any of the Carvel tools, we would love to hear more details about how you're using those. And in order for us to gain some of that information, we would like for you to add a comment to this pinned issue. And we ask just a few details about that, and you can add your logo within that comment, and we can include it in the adopters file here to do a little bit of cross promotion for your organization. When you attend the meeting, we ask that you put your name and any organization that you represent in this section right here. That helps us keep track of who from outside of the maintainers are joining our meeting, and we can learn more about you and keep those lines of communication open. For announcements today, we would just like to call out that the keynote that we had for KubeCon, Cloud Native Con North America, this past October, the recording of it is now on YouTube, so be sure to check that out here. Also, we have a webinar coming up, a CNCF presentation, package management deep dive. That's going to be on November 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So just click on this link and register to attend. Some more details regarding that. It's going to be by Aaron Hurley and Dimitri. Dimitri is one of the project leads for all the Carvel tool suite. So be sure to check that out.
Just a heads up. I think it'll be mostly Dimitri. I just organized some of the stuff, but it'll be a treat. So check it out.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Okay, status updates for project roadmap. Is there anything that should be touched on here? Updating from what we discussed last week. Anything upcoming like the how are we looking for the YTT schema stuff?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of detail there. So for the Epic 4, exporting a YTT data value schema as an open API schema, currently in progress. We're making lots of headway there and hoping for another release about mid-November. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
And I think just a more general update. I think all these things are holding true, but we do need to do a little bit of work on this roadmap to provide a little bit of detail and some better timeline estimates. So I think we have some things planned where we're doing some planning meetings in the coming weeks to help provide more clarity there.
Cool, thanks, Aaron. Is there anything that the team is working on that's outside of the main pieces in their project roadmap that we should discuss in this meeting? Anything that you're working on this week?
I'll bring up what I'm working on. I'm working on a story in YTT. It's number 523. And it was inspired by 515, which was an error that some of our users were experiencing involving the annotation schema type any equals true. So in the documentation, this annotation, it really just relaxes the schema checking and the schema typing of anything beneath, and that is the children of that annotation. However, we weren't actually experiencing fully that lack of checking, that lack of typing. So what I'm doing in this story is fixing that bug and trying to make it so that when you have that schema type n equals true, that you're actually getting what's there underneath, as opposed to something that's been processed by our schema. So yeah, there's a couple stories to kind of make this bug a little bit better and try to improve some error messaging around it. But that's what's going on outside of the OpenAPI track.
Awesome. Thanks, Garrett. Anybody else have anything they wish to share?
For image package, I think we're going to be doing some sort of like a roadmap exercise somewhere in the near future. So it would be interesting to have the community provide us some feedback to try to understand what are the best things, or what are the things that they care more about for us to be working next on image package. So if you could provide that feedback to us in the next week or something like that, that would be greatly appreciated.
Thanks, Joelle. Anybody else? Alrighty. Is there any discussion topics that the team wants to bring up during this call? They wish to go over.
I did not make time to find a discussion topic, but I guess I just wanted to, I don't know, broadcast like a potential way we could use this time would be like when triaging issues, if we hit any items that have a particular snag where a synchronous conversation would be helpful. This is a good time to do it. I think the complexity there is just making sure that the right, quote unquote, right people are in the room to have that conversation. But yeah, just as one way, if folks have any, topics, this could be a good time to hash things out.
Yep. Thanks, Aaron. I will say, we're working on a survey that we hope to send out to the community to see if, there's any feedback from y'all on what you would like to see in these community meetings moving forward. So be on the lookout for that. Once we have that finalized, we would love to hear from you on, if there's anything you wish for us to continue doing, stop doing, anything you would like for us to be doing here in this meeting that you would find value in attending. We would love to hear from you. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to bring up before we part ways? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for this meeting. Again, if you haven't ever attended one of these, we'd love to have you join us. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.